Hello everyone, welcome to Infinite Floating Stocks. I am Venkat, and in this session, I'm going to talk about the major differences between long call, long put, short call, and short put option strategies. Okay, so you already know what is long call, long put, short put strategy, and how to use it, when to use it, and what is the effect of volatility, and what is the effect of theta, and what are the strikes that you need to be choosing while dealing with these strategies. Okay, you already know all these things, but in this session, I'm going to summarize all the details about these four strategies. Okay. So I have segregated them. I have segregated all the details of all these four strategies into a table, and I'm going to talk about that table. I'm going to explain you about that table in this session. Okay. So let's start. So these are the contents of today's session. I'm gonna talk about the major differences between long call, long put versus short call, short put, and when to use it. Okay. And yeah, you already know which strikes to choose when you're dealing with this strategy. Okay. So I'm gonna show which strikes you need to be choosing when you're dealing with these strategies. And yeah, you already know what is a risk, what is a reward involved when you're dealing with long call, long put, and short call, short put. Okay. So when you're dealing with long call and long put option strategy, that means you're an option buyer. Okay. That means your risk is limited and reward is unlimited. Okay. Because you are an option buyer. When it is coming to when it comes to short call and short put option strategy, in that strategy, we are an option seller because we are shorting call or we are shorting put depending upon the market behavior or market structure. Okay. So when we are an option seller or when you are shorting call or shorting put, that means we are an option seller. That means our risk is unlimited and reward will be limited. Okay. So you already know the major differences and you already know the payoff charts and all those things related to all these four strategies. Okay. And yeah, I also segregated the effect of volatility and longer call, longer put, short call, short put, etc. Okay. So this is a market outlook according to calls and puts. You already know when you're bullish, you need to be buying call option or selling put option. Okay. When you buy call option, when you sell put option, if it is Friday and Monday, it's feasible or it's advisable for you to buy call. Okay. If it is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it is advisable to sell put option when you are bullish. Okay. So if the market is bearish and if it is Friday and Monday, then you need to be buying put option. Okay. And if the market is bearish and if it is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, then you need to be selling call option instead of buying put option. Okay. All right, this is the market outlook according to calls and puts. If you're bullish, buy call or sell put. If you're bearish, you need to be buying put or selling call. Okay, you already know if it is Friday and Monday, go with, be an option buyer. If it is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, be an option seller. Okay, for to get maximum benefit from the market. Okay, all right. So here is a consolidated data related to all four strategies. Okay, so firstly, what's the type of strategy, whether it is bullish or bearish? You already know long call is bullish. If market is bullish, we use long call or short put. Okay, we buy call or sell put. Okay, see, so this is be a bullish strategy and this is also bullish strategy. But the advantage of shorting put is even in sideway market, you'll get benefited when you are shorting put instead of buying call. Okay, so that's the advantage an option seller will have uh, if his view is bullish or sideways. Okay, so he can, instead of buying call, it is advisable for a trader to sell put. Okay, because even if the market moves sideways instead of moving upward, then also you will get benefited. Okay, so instead of going long on call, you can short put and get maximum benefit from the market. Okay, so if you are bearish, then you have two opportunities. One, you have two choices. Sorry. So the first thing is you can long put or short call. Okay, that means you can buy put option or short call option or sell call option. Okay, so in selling call option, being an option seller, you will get an advantage here. Okay, even if the market is bearish or if it is moving in a sideways, then also you'll be benefited. Okay, so it's advisable to sell call if it is Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, so even in sideway market, you will get benefited when you're an option seller. Okay, and which strikes to choose? Pretty simple, easy. Okay, so when you're dealing with the long call option strategy, you need to be buying ATM strikes or slightly OTM strikes. Okay, so what is ATM, OTM, ITM? You already know. ATM is at the money, OTM is out of the money, ITM is in the money. Okay, so let's get on to option table to understand that. All right, this is option table. Okay, option chain. All right, this is option chain. What is at the money? At the money is nothing but the strike at which the color change is happening from yellow to white or white to yellow. Okay, so 15,050 and 15,100 is the at the money strike. These two are at the money strikes. Okay, and out of the money strikes are nothing but strikes which are in the white area. Okay, so all these are out of the money call options and all these are out of the money put options. See, the right end of the table is data related to puts and left end of the data, I mean left side of the table data is dedicated for calls. Okay, so if the money, if the strike price is in the white area towards left side of the table, then this is out of the money strikes. And if the strike price is in the white area and towards the right side of the table, then that data will be related to out of the money puts. Okay, and this yellow area is in the money calls and this yellow area is in the money puts. Okay, so that's all about at the money, in the money and out of the money. I already explained it in very briefly in our previous sessions. Okay, hope you are very familiar with all these things. So which strikes to choose? When you are long on call option, you need to be buying at the money or slightly OTM. Slightly OTM in the sense uh, one strike, two strike, or three strikes above ATM. Okay, that can be slightly OTM strikes. Okay, so when you're long on call or long on put option, it's advisable to choose at the money strikes or slightly out of the money strikes. Okay, so when you are an option seller, it's advisable to sell slightly or deep OTM strikes. Okay, slightly or deep OTM. Deep OTM is in the sense 5 to 8 strikes above ATM. Okay, all right. So risk and reward, you already know this. When we get on to payoff chart, you will be able to clearly see what's the risk and what's the reward and what are break-even points. Okay, so long call and long put, nothing but we are an option buyer here. That means risk is limited and reward is unlimited when we are an option buyer. Okay, and when we are an option seller, the risk is unlimited and the reward is limited. Okay, and this is a formula for break even, which we actually don't care because we understand break evens or we plot break evens on our charts by looking at payoff chart in Opstra. Okay, so what is Opstra? Simple, go to Google, type Opstra, just type Opstra, enter. You'll get this home Opstra options analytics. Click on that, click on get started. That's it. This is Opstra website where you can virtually trade. Okay, you can backtest all your strategies in this website. It's free for everyone. Okay, so let's select 18th March and select some at the money strike, which is 15,100. 15,100 and let me buy call. Okay, imagine that I am bullish and I want to buy call. Okay, I'll be clicking on add position. Now look, my risk is limited here. This is payoff diagram. Okay, this is payoff chart and look at the risk is limited, which is only 9,000. Even if the market falls down to 13,000 from 15,000, then also my risk is limited here. Okay, if the market moves up, then look at my reward, it's unlimited. Okay, so this is payoff chart and this is Opstra and this is how you can check your break even. Okay, So this website gives you break even and maximum profit data, maximum loss and everything. Okay, you can make utilize of this website and this data and be aware of how much you're gonna lose and how much you're gonna gain when market is moving upward or downward after you implement one strategy. Okay, and you need to be understanding your break even point and plotting them in your chart. Okay, so that's all about payoff charts and risk reward. Okay, break evens. Okay, and volatility pretty simple. You already know, when we are an option buyer, when we implement long call or long put option strategy, we need highly volatile market. Okay, so we need highly volatile market when we are an option buyer. But when you're an option seller, when you implement short call or short put option strategy, we need low or high, anything is fine, because option seller has an advantage of making money in sideway market as well. Okay, for sideway market we need less volatile market, right? Okay, so even the volatility is high or low, it's beneficial for an option, it will be beneficial for an option seller if it is going in his own direction. Okay, and effect of theta, you already know theta is nothing but time decay. Okay, so time decay is nothing but the value of the derivatives, the value of the options will decrease in time. For example, uh, if you buy a mobile today for some 50,000, the value of the same mobile will be somewhere around 40,000 after 2 years or 3 years. Okay, because the price depreciates every year. Similarly, in stock market as well, the value of the premiums will decrease in time. Okay, so that effect is called as effect of theta. Okay, so for an option buyer, theta will have negative impact, because when we're an option buyer, we want price to move up. Okay, we don't want price to move down, we want price to move upward. But what theta is doing, theta will try to bring down the price. Okay, so theta will have negative impact for an option buyer. When you implement long call and long put, will be theta will have negative impact on our positions. And when you deal with short call and short put option strategy, that means we want premiums to come down. Okay, so theta will be our friend and theta will try to bring the premiums down when we are moving close to expiry. Okay, so it's pretty simple. That's how theta helps us when we are an option seller. Okay, if it is taking more time for the market to uh, move to such point, then theta will try to decrease the premium. And if we are an option seller, we also want theta to come down. So that's how the theta will have positive impact on our positions when we are an option seller. Okay, and best time to implement, you know this. Okay, so it's always best to implement, best to be an option buyer, or best to buy call or buy put, depending upon your view, bullish or bearish. Okay, if you're bullish, buy call; if you're bearish, buy put. If it is Friday and Monday. Okay, and if it is Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, because Thursday is an expiry day. Okay, so on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, premiums will decay faster compared to Monday and Friday. Okay, so that is why it is suggestible to be an option seller on Wednesday, Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, so always prefer to short calls or short put on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, please call me up at any time or message us anytime. Okay, we are here to help you, we are here to answer all your questions, we are here to wipe off all your queries. Okay, so please please feel free to call us or message us all your queries. Okay, all right, if you guys like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you guys, thanks a lot, thank you everyone.